Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to Mom Everrrr TV. I'm your host, Jody Agard, and today we are talking about how to be the best mom ever. So, behind, I think, our doing and our constantly going and our constant nurturing and providing and cleaning and doing for the kids and helping the kids and preparing meals and trying to exercise and trying to make healthy meals for the kids and making sure that they're going to the doctor, and just this endless sense of having to provide for the kids. I think behind all of the messiness of that, because that can definitely feel overwhelming amongst us mommies, is that we want to be the best mom that we possibly can be. And so we're constantly thinking about our kids and family, and we're thinking, what do they need? How could I, best serve them? Or, what does my husband need? What does the house need? What do the dogs need? And I think even behind that, there's this delusion of doing. And what I mean by that is that in the doing, there's this misbelief that that is actually what makes you the best mom ever. And it's not. It's a myth, and it's total bull. And quite honestly, it's what gets us mommies in a lot of trouble, because we're constantly striving to do more and be more and provide more for the kids and family, that we end up sometimes burning out and getting exhausted and getting cranky and getting overwhelmed and getting resentful and all of these other negative things. And so it's a catch-22, because on one hand, we really want to be the best mom we can possibly be. On the other, we're human, and it's tiring to try to strive and to try to, I think, also meet these unrealistic expectations of what a best mom ever really looks like. So there's 3 different things that I want to talk about today, and I think I'm going to work backwards. So and how to kind of eradicate this delusion of doing and yet still be the best mom ever. So the 3 things that I came up with are, number 3 is, because we're going to count down, and number 1 is going to be the best, and these are all super important, but so number 3 is that your best is good enough. I think there's this, like I said earlier, there's this idea that we always have to be striving, and in a sense we try to be perfect. And I'm here to tell you right now, girl, there's no such thing as you being a perfect mama. Like, it just doesn't exist. I'm not the perfect mom, your friend's not the perfect mom. It's just these unrealistic expectations that you are probably placing on yourself. So you have to realize that the best that you're giving in whatever season that you're in right now, that could be that you're in the infant stage, and your best is, you're taking naps sometimes with your baby, and, or that you're working a lot and you're not home because you are working out of the house. But when you come home, you're present with your kids, and that has to be the best. So you have to allow yourself to know that your best right now, it's completely good enough. That's number 1. Or number 3. Number two is, don't listen to your inner critic. We as mommies tend to really compare ourselves, and we listen to this constant chatter that's constantly going in the back and saying, oh, well, so-and-so did this, and how come you're not doing this? Or, oh my gosh, you're not measuring up. Or you kind of have that feeling, that overwhelming feeling in the back of your mind, because of the little chattering voice in the back of your mind that says you're not good enough, you're not measuring up. Maybe you're comparing yourself to other mommies and mommy groups in your friend circle. And so you really want to be aware, hyper aware of your inner critic, so that you can choose not to listen to it, because that's really, we do have the choice of not listening to the inner critic. And that is where we gain our power, is by choosing to not listen to our inner critic, and just kind of look at it and listen to it as an annoying roommate. Just be like, yeah, okay, there's that annoying voice in my head again that's saying I suck, or I'm the bad mom, or I'm this, or I'm that. So listen to your inner critic, and then don't buy into the stories that it's telling you. Number 1. This is my favorite. And I put this in number 1 because it really has to be the top priority. And honestly, it's the less obvious one. It's not one that's very commonly talked about. And that is to take care of yourself. if you really want to be the best mom ever, you have got to take care of yourself. You have to. And if you think about, let's just say, think about the last time that you were sick. And imagine that your husband was sick also, or your partner, or a friend, or someone else that you're living with. Can that person really successfully take care of you when they're sick too? So in a sense, a sick person can't really take care of a sick person all that well. A healthy person can really take care of a sick person. And that's kind of how we have to look at motherhood, is that we have to be the healthy person because we have so many things flying in our face, and we're constantly juggling, and we're constantly doing, and we're constantly having to provide, and we're at the helm of the ship. And so if you're not at your best, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you are depleted, if you're constantly going, if you never stop and breathe for a second, what's likely going to happen is that either you're going to burn out, or that you're just not going to be the best version of yourself. Meaning you're going to be cranky and irritable and probably irrational and just annoyed at everything and everybody, and then you're going to snap at people, and then you're going to feel bad about snapping at people, and the cycle just kind of goes on. So you have to be willing to be able to really take care of yourself. And also keep in mind, mama, that you can be the example for your kiddos. Let them see you take care of yourself so that they will learn how to take care of themselves also. And just, kind of realize that you can't give what you don't have. You can't give love. You can't give compassion. You can't give patience if you don't have that within yourself. And boy, oh boy, does it require a whole lot of love and understanding and compassion and patience when you're raising little babies or children or teens or adult children or taking care of anybody. It requires all the things, right? But you have to be willing to give yourself those things first. Number one, take care of yourself. I give you permission to take care of yourself. That truly is how you can be the best mom ever. Okay, that's all I have. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And as always, if you thought of that friend or that mama who could really, really hear this message, please, please, please just share this video and let her know that we live over here in Mommy Reboot TV on YouTube. And also, if you're not a part of our Mommy Reboot community over in Facebook yet, it's an awesome, really group of mommies who are non-judgy and very compassionate and just committed to learning how to take care of themselves. So if you would like to join that group, head over to Facebook. Have a wonderful day. See ya!